Good morning, children. Today we shall deal with an important chapter from politics. It's political parties. And political parties is a term that you always hear. It may be either through medias or through newspapers, etc. And you know various political parties. And even an illiterate man, if he is asked what is a legislature or what are the functions that the government perform, or who is an MLA, or how or what anything related to a government or its formation or parliament, he may not be knowing the answer. But if he is asked about political parties, he may be having lots to say related to political parties. So, it shows that political party is familiar to each and every person. Even a small child will be able to say which are the different political parties which is common and prevalent. Now, political party means it is the basis of a democratic country. It forms the basis of democracy, particularly representative democracy, and you also know what is representative democracy. And these political parties are the most visible institutions in a democracy. Most visible means you can directly see, observe, watch it, isn't it? So, that is called as visible. So, political parties are the most visible institutions in a democracy. So, what do you mean by democracy? What do you mean by political parties? What is the meaning of political parties? So, political party means it is a group of people. A number of people will be coming together with same common ideas, principles, ideologies. They will be coming together, and they come together mainly for the purpose of contesting election and to form a government. The main purpose behind contesting election is to form a government, and they mainly form a government to promote collective good. Collective good means they will be taking the interest of the society as a whole rather than taking the interest of a particular section of the society. So, what do you mean by political party? Political party, it's a group of people who come together with to contest election and to hold power in the government in order to promote the collective good of people. And these group of people who come together will be having common ideologies, they will be having common ideas, they will be having common policies, etc. So, such people only will be coming together to form a government. So, this group of people together you call as political parties. So, I hope you understood the meaning of political party. It is very important also learn it. Now, what is a political party known by, or how do you know about a political party? So, you come to know about a political party when you know to which part of the society it will be standing for. That means, this section of people to which part of the society they are standing for, and which policies they are supporting, which ideologies they are supporting, and whose interest they are upholding. So, if you get answer for these three questions, you will be understanding what the political party is known by. So, each and every person or there will be a general view, each and every person or a society will be having a general view related to a political party. So, what is the general view of people related to a political party? So, when you talk about the general view, it will be very critical related to when we talk about a political party. So, these people will be always keeping on blaming for whatever wrong that the party will be doing in a democracy or in the political life or in a democracy. What the political party is doing wrongly, it will be blamed by the people. So, that is the general view of the people. Now, what is the basis for the origin of political parties? So, if we talk about the origin of political parties, it can be on the basis of can be on political basis, it can be on economic basis, as well as it can be on caste basis, that there is the origin of political parties. So, if we say about political basis, in India we know there are difference, there is diversity, isn't it? So, There is diversity in the form of government, in the organization of government, in the rights of people as well as the freedom or the foreign policies. So, in everywhere there is difference. So, this difference gave birth to political parties on the basis of politics. Now, next is on the basis of economy, on economic basis. See, in India, even in the world itself, there are people who support private properties. There are people who support or related to government. There are people who support socialism. So, all these varieties gave birth to numerous political parties or numerous groups or organizations of people. Now, on another basis is on caste. So, in India also we know there are people following different castes. So, in order to organize and promote the interest of various castes, political parties emerged. Sections of people were grouped and this gave birth to varieties of political parties. Now, what is the need for political party? Why do we need a political party? Or what happens if there is no political party? So, each and every one of you know that while a candidate contests election, he will be contesting an election in the name of any one of the political parties. So, what will happen if there is no political party? What happens is that if there is no political party, each and every candidate standing for election will be known as an independent candidate and he will not be able to make any promises to the people related to any policy changes that may occur. And another need of political party is that these elected representatives are always accountable to the people because they come to power because they are elected by the people. So, and each and every person will be elected from a particular constituency also. And this person who is being elected from the constituency, he will be liable only to his constituency and there will be no one responsible to our country or there will be no responsibility for any person as to how a government is being or how a country is being run. So, it is very important that we should have a political party. We have a political party, we have ruling party as well as opposition parties, and ruling party is the one which rules over the country and the opposition party is the one which stands as opposition. One party which gets majority is called ruling party. So, next we will be moving on to the functions of political parties. What are the functions of political parties? A lot of functions a political party has, and the first and the foremost function related to a political party is that it makes laws. It is the political party or it is the liability of the political parties to contest election, form government, make debates and discussions and make laws for the entire country. Next important function is they contest election. So, each and every candidate standing for election wins majority. They stand for election for winning majority and to form a government. Now, next is the party which gets majority support, you will be saying as the ruling party, which I have told you just before this topic. So, the party which gets majority, you call it as a majority party and the other party is called as the opposition party. So, this opposition party is also having its own role because it will always be keeping an eye, a watch over what the ruling party is doing. So, always this ruling party will be tending or it will be always trying to satisfy all the policies and programs that they have put forward to the people before contesting elections. Now, another function of political party is that they give political education to the people. They even educate the masses related to the upcoming problems of a society. They will be holding meetings. They will be making propagandas etc. through which they give education to the masses, and from here they will be collecting ideas related to the upcoming problems of the society and they will be trying to eradicate the problems that is being faced by the people. Now, another function is that it acts as a link between the government and the political parties. Now next is it helped to remove the social evils. It will be bringing forward a number of social reforms in order to remove the social evils that prevails in a society. And this political parties will be bringing to the notice of the people related to the political corruptions that may occur. That is what I told, the role of opposition parties. So it will be bringing forth towards the people, or it will be bringing, focusing the attention of the people towards political corruption that may be occurring, that may be possible to occur, and thereby people will become aware about what is happening in a government, and they can find out ways and solutions to eradicate such type of corruptions that may occur in a government. So these are some of the important functions of political parties. The remaining we will be discussing in the next class. Thank you.